Hey there, Monica Hammond here, and welcome back to another episode of the Expert Empire podcast. In today's episode, I am going to walk you through my personal sales page and the psychology behind all the copywriting and the structure of it, because having a really persuasive sales page is absolutely crucial to your success in this space. Now, full disclosure here, I usually do a VSL, so a video sales letter, meaning it's a video. I am testing now, instead of making tons of videos, spending all the time doing the hair and makeup, doing the video shoots, and then finding out that maybe the copy wasn't as persuasive as it needed to be. I am doing it long form copy style so that I can make tweaks, I can see the changes really easily in real time, and then when I have this crafted the way that I feel like is best, I'm going to take this script and turn it into a video sales letter. All right, cool. So let's look at the screen here. Let's see. And if you're tuning into the podcast and not the video, know that there's a video component to this, and that might be helpful for you. But okay, you land on the page, and it is nice big picture of me. I think this is a nice picture. I think it shows me in a nice setting where I look affluent, I look fun. In terms of my branding, is what I want it to be. Hey there, expert. Calling out my avatar. If you're currently working one-on-one with clients as a coach or consultant and you're struggling to scale to six-figure months, that's aspirational, right? Not to mention feeling burnt out and chained to your desk 24/7, hitting a pain point right away. I want to work with you to amplify your impact and income. Who doesn't want to do that, right? That is the ultimate dream, the ultimate goal. You are getting rich and you are helping people in the process. Okay, now accepting applications for the Expert Incubator. Apply today, only 4 spots available. The button is glowing to really draw attention to that. Only 4 spots available adds that level of scarcity. So scarcity is a principle of persuasion. If you haven't read it, read Influence, The Power of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. Best book I've ever read. If you read only one book about marketing and copywriting and sales and anything, that's the book you should read, because the principles, the core principles behind selling and persuading people, it's just so powerful in that book, right? So just in this top section, I've tried to keep the copy relatively short, but I'm still calling out my avatar. I am talking about what they're struggling with, and I'm digging into it. I'm agitating the pain, right? You're struggling to reach your goals, and you're feeling burnt out, and you're chained to their desk. Like, I'm really hammering that home, right? Okay. Then you scroll down, there's a box here. I'm also visually breaking up this text. I actually originally had this like really long form sales letter, and breaking up visually really, really helps. And you can use things like bolding and size and fonts and all of that to really highlight the things that are most important. I've also refined this page. Originally, the copy was a lot more robust, and I really distilled it down to the core of what I want to say to people, right? Because ain't nobody got time for that. Too long, don't read. Okay. Next box is, do you want to be in control of your own time and make a bigger impact on more people while building a business that has unlimited earning potential? All right. Well, I'm telling them, basically, I'm foreshadowing the end result of working together. Working one-on-one with clients is hard to scale. You can't clone yourself or add more hours to the day as much as we'd all like to. A little bit of my personality in there, right? I'm a unique person. You can probably tell that from my videos here. I have a personality. I am always me. So I want that to be reflected in my messaging and in my copy. All right, that I'm telling what they need. You need a proven system for turning your expertise into a money-making machine, just like what I've done for so many partners and clients. And then pointing down to a video and the application. I'm in. Let's start the application. Great. I made that text on that button very specifically. I didn't just say, apply now. right? That's boring. Actually, I'll probably want to update that very apply now text at the top now that I think about it. I'm in, let's start the application. It's getting them excited. It's getting them to think, put themselves in this and giving them an action to do. All right, then there is a video here from my partner, Chip, which if you watch it, it's amazing. I asked him to do a testimonial for me, and he just had the most incredible things to say, which I gotta tell you was really awkward recording it because I was the one asking him, feeding him the questions, if you will. The answers were obviously all his, but having someone rave, talk about how you've changed their lives to you, it was awkward, but also really powerful. So I'm not going to play that video now, but the highlight is, which I've pulled in the text below in case someone doesn't want to watch a video, because there's different types of people. Some people are more prone to reading. I prefer to read things. Some people prefer to watch a video. So I have a video there, but I've summarized it if someone just wants to get the gist, right? It says, Monica has changed my life in profound ways. She's also changed the lives of hundreds of restaurants owners all over the country when we help them increase the profitability of their restaurants, blah, blah, blah. Chip Close restaurant strategy. Okay, so that is what we call social proof. It is showing a real life person that I have helped and impacted to, get the person reading the page, to get you to believe me. Right? Social proof is powerful. I can say I've accomplished all this. I'm helping people make $100,000 months. I'm a 7-figure, entrepreneur. But having someone else say it is so much more powerful, right? So I have a video and I have the text there. All right, then I go into the actual program. The expert, I said, okay, because of the time commitment required of me and my team to execute everything for my select few equity partners, which is Chip, I'm currently maxed out on this type of partnership, which is Drew, but I'd like to introduce you to the Expert Incubator Program. So that's big and bold. I created this program to share my expertise and up-to-the-moment knowledge of what's working in the space right now with more experts so they can replicate similar results for themselves. Great. Again, talking about introducing the program, why I started it, positioning myself as an authority, saying that I have up-to-the-moment knowledge of what's working, which I do, and essentially promising that they will be able to get similar results for themselves. Very subtly putting in there, this is not a done-for-you program, this is a done with you. You have to put in the work for themselves, right? Every word is deliberate. Then there's a photo of me speaking on stage, and it says, after working with coaches and consultants breaking into the high-ticket space for nearly a decade, I'm going to guess there's a few things standing in your way. One of the biggest things I see is trying to do too much, which is so true. There are so many gurus out there cluttering your feeds, and it's enough to make your head spin, and it can lead to some really common issues I see with experts starting in the space. Okay. So now I am introducing a problem, right? I'm possibly hitting on a pain for them. They're like, okay, yeah, I'm sold. I want to do this high ticket thing, but I don't know what to do, how to do it. I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I'm letting them know how much I understand about that, right? So when you can make someone feel like you're speaking to them and you know their pain and their problems, that psychologically gets them to trust you and feel like you're real and authentic, which I am. The first mistake is trying to do it all at once. Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't effectively install every strategy into your business from day one. You need to start with what's working best for your audience and then build from there. I think this is simple, succinct. I cut this down from 3 paragraphs, so very proud of that. And I have this, it's almost like bullet points, right? People read bullet points, so I've highlighted in a bigger text. It's a different color. If people are skimming, they're going to see that I understand the biggest mistakes. And if I say the biggest mistake is trying to do it all at once, trying to do too much, then that maybe puts them at ease, knowing that, oh man, maybe I can actually do less. Maybe it's easier than I think it is. So that's why that's there. The next huge mistake is a lack of focus. Picking the right strategy from the start and focusing on small optimizations that actually move the needle will save you tons of time, energy, and money. If you're spreading yourself too thin, then nothing will work. This is also true. And it's telling people, I'm going to help you save tons of time, energy, and money if you enroll in my program, which basically just means you are going to see a return on your investment if you invest in working with me. The last mistake is unrealistic expectations. Having the expectation that it should all come easy and quickly is a huge mistake. It's next to impossible to hit a home run the first time you step up at bat, especially if you're new to the game. Beware of anyone trying to sell you instant results. Okay. This last bullet point helps me tamper people's expectations, right? I never want someone to think I'm selling them a false dream. And I want them to see that it is possible to achieve their dreams and their goals, but they're going to probably need some help along the way, and they might not achieve it immediately. So I'm basically planting the seed that they're going to need some help. Okay. Then it goes into, but the right guidance, systems, and support. But with the right guidance, systems, and support, you can hit a home run like Chip or my partner Justin. Just check out Justin's incredible story below. Now, this is from Justin. Talks a little bit about who he is and how he started his group coaching program, and now he's doing really well. Just another bit of social proof showing someone who is succeeding. He's in this amazing, luxurious, like palm tree Floridian background, really just trying to sell the dream here. The next section is, now let me address what you might be feeling right now. Overwhelmed. I'm acknowledging for them what they're probably feeling in this moment, right? And then I go into some more of their pain points, drilling into that pain. You want to see these kinds of results, but you don't know where to start. You've seen so many ads on Instagram from different gurus telling you how to build your business, but you don't know who to trust. Who to trust. Trust is so important in selling. Maybe you've been trying some of what you've seen online, but nothing seems to make any difference or gain any traction. That's a huge problem I've seen with people before they really start to focus. Maybe you feel defeated and lost, tapping into a really deep emotional connection there. Maybe you feel defeated and lost before you've even really begun. All right, so that's really diving into their pain, getting into the emotional connection with the person reading this. Next, there's a picture of my family on the right, and on the left, there's additional text. Sound familiar? When I was first starting out, I felt similarly. I'm putting myself in their shoes, saying that, I was where you are and now I got to where I'm going. I was going through fertility treatments that ate up my paycheck and savings for 2 years until my first son was born. I needed a way to scale my income that wasn't reliant on a boss or a handful of clients to feed my family. I wanted flexibility and freedom. I want to show people that they can have flexibility and freedom. That's ultimately the dream I'm selling here, right? I'm not selling, you could have a group coaching program. I'm selling flexibility, freedom, wealth, affluence, right? And now I flip into tying all of this into my mechanism, what I'm teaching and selling here. My turning point was when I joined a program that opened my eyes to a whole new way of doing business and building business. I was finally immersed in a community of experts and entrepreneurs all on the same journey. People want to be a part of a community, right? And I knew that's what I wanted to build for myself, a community of coaches, consultants, and experts all on a mission to amplify their impact and income. Not only did the coaching and training in the program propel me far ahead of where I could have gotten on my own, which is true, but I learned from the best in the business how to build and sell a world-class group coaching program. Great. That shows you I've had the training, I've learned what's best, and I now know how to deliver a world-class group coaching program, which is what you will experience if you work with me, right? That's where I'm going with that. I learned critical lessons like how a $2,000 customer acquisition cost outperforms a $300 customer acquisition cost if you know what you're doing. Check out this video, could change the whole way of thinking. Now, I'm putting a video in here of a mini training that I did. Actually, it's a podcast episode about breaking down the math behind a high ticket funnel versus a low ticket funnel. And that's, it's teaching them something that's going to make them want what I sell. And it's showing them how much I know about what I'm talking about, right? It also breaks up the text so that they get video. It's also the only time on this page they hear my voice or see my face. So I thought it was important to get that on this page, even though the rest of it is just text and photos. Okay. And then it goes into, but when you can afford to spend more, you get better clients, get results for them, build more trust and social proof, and it all feeds itself, kind of like my results below. And then I screenshotted a bunch of Slack messages from clients and partners, members in the program, people I've consulted with, just talking about all the amazing results they've had, all the sales they're making, all of that, right? Again, hitting home the social proof. If you have social proof, you gotta use it. If you don't, then that's probably something you should really focus on. Okay, so what's my secret to unlocking success in the high ticket space? Here's a high level overview of the system. This is where I have an image that shows them almost month by month the phases of the journey that they would go through in my program, right? So how I'm getting them from A, they don't have a high ticket program, they don't know what they're doing, all the way to the end where they've launched and maybe they're even scaling their program. So that's what this image is displaying. It's really highlighting the journey, right? They are going to have a transformation. They are going to get a result. That's the point of that image. Now I say, this system is 100% learnable. I have a BFA in acting, so if I can do it, you can do it. Again, my sense of humor, also true, and is totally true. If I can teach myself how to do all of this literally with a drama degree, then you can probably do it too. I've refined my system for building and scaling high-ticket masterminds and group coaching programs. After nearly a decade of testing a range of methods and strategies, I've tried it all and know what's working right now. I'm basically giving them a shortcut. I'm saying, you can do all of this work yourself and make the mistakes I've made and struggle to figure it out for 10 years, or you can just work with me because I know what's working right now. That's the point of that. And then I go into really the hard sell part. If you want to build your expert empire, scale your income, and amplify your impact, join me to learn everything I'm doing for my partners and my own coaching programs that's working right now. You can get access to all of this right away. I'm in. Let's start the application. I might actually change the text to something a little bit different there. So great. Big call to action to apply. And then there's boxes that frame out all the different benefits of my program, being weekly group coaching, access a weekly group coaching call with Monica via Zoom, show up to ask your burning questions, get feedback on funnels, copywriting support, advertising guidance, anything you need to install this system into your business, right? We're installing a system. That's, it's actionable. It's tangible in a way. Exclusive Slack channel, access our private Slack channel for additional support from Monica and her team, access to on-demand course suite, Monica's signature courses on how to scale your course-based business, learn how to pre-sell and build your signature course, the foundation of building your high-ticket offer, how to market your expertise, and ultimately build your high-ticket empire. Great. Private power sessions. Now I renamed what I was calling office hours private power sessions because that's really what they are. It's 20 minutes jam-packed, powerful. We bust through, challenges, questions that they have. So the naming of that I am proud of. I'll personally hold your hand through implementing my system for high ticket success. That's telling them I'm here to support you, but I won't do it for you, right? I am supportive. I'm going to hold your hand through it. I'm going to be there for you, but I'm not doing it for you. And then it says apply now to work with Monica. The next section I've toyed with over the years, putting pricing and not pricing on pages. I've decided to put the pricing on here. What's the investment for all this access and support? It's not a cost, it's an investment. Small words make a big difference. Right now, I have 4 spots available at $6,500 each. No qualifications, but maybe I have discounts, right? No, I'm being upfront and honest about the price. If you're interested in applying and set up an exploration call with a member of my team to see if the Expert Incubator is right for you, click below to apply now. I'm ready to take the big leap. I'm giving them a rally cry on the button, right? I'm ready to take the big leap. And then I say, because I know it's scary to make a big investment in yourself and your future, you're investing in yourself and your future, I guarantee that you'll double your investment in the first 6 months following my program, or I'll continue working with you for free until you do, right? So having some sort of clear, concise guarantee is really important. It's the element of risk reversal, because $6,500, $5,000, whatever it is, can feel scary for people, right? It can be a scary amount of money. So I want to show them that you're making a good investment. And if for some reason it doesn't pay off, you're going to keep getting access, you're going to keep getting support, and we're going to do this together. Plus, unlock these limited time bonuses. Bonus number 1, which is really cool. I'll create a Go High Level CRM account for you in my agency account. That lets them know I have an agency, right? It lets them know I have multiple businesses. I'm a bigger entrepreneur than they might have even thought. And I'm going to give you access to it for free. Plus, pre-build funnels and templates for you for your first 6 months. That's a $1,200 value right there. Great. Bonus number 2, I'll give you 3 hours of private coaching to personally onboard you into the program. I have found that people need a little extra support in the beginning to really feel like they've been set up properly. But instead of just saying that's included in the program, it's positioned as a bonus, right? Because bonuses feel special and bonuses expire or are limited, right? It doesn't just come with the program. So that's why I've positioned that as a bonus. Bonus number 3, I'll hand you the KPI tracking sheets for every business to ensure my funnels perform to maximum ability. Great, I'm handing you something that's going to save you so much time and make sure that everything is, the best it possibly can be. Shortcutting, I'm giving them a shortcut, right? So that's the bulk of the page here. And then it just goes into my bio, which I won't read to you. But the bio just highlights my career in this field and also in the other businesses that I have in my former life and career marketing Broadway shows. Okay. And then of course there's a call to action at the bottom and then my logo at the bottom. So that is my long form sales page that I will be testing. And there's really cool things. You can use something called Mixpanel, or there's other applications you can use to heat map your website or landing pages and see where people are dropping off, where they're clicking, how far they're getting down the page, so you can see where you're losing people potentially. So that's really cool. I'm going to be using that to get the data that I need to figure out how my copy and formatting and everything is converting. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Copywriting, messaging, positioning is really your number one tool, especially nowadays as Meta and ad platforms are going broader and broader and broader with how they want you to target. If you're not getting all the right people into the net, then you can filter through. Your copy and messaging is almost like a filter, right? For example, I have some broad ads going right now for Chip, my restaurant partner. But the ads and the messaging all calls out restaurant owners. So even if, whatever, a real estate agent is scrolling through, they're not going to stop on the ad. They're not going to click. They're not going to book a call, right? Because I'm being so deliberate about the messaging. So really, really, really important to focus on your copywriting and your messaging. Okay, that's it for this episode of the Expert Empire Podcast. I'm your host, Monica Hammond, and I'll see you next time.